Guys, welcome. This is Carl Reed, college sports analyst with 24/7 Sports. And I'm here with the now former head women's volleyball coach at Grambling State University, Chelsey Lucas. Chelsey, thank you for joining us today. Um,
Thank you.
and normally we ask people how we doing. I know you've been through a lot the last couple of days, kind of with everything that's transpired. So
Mhm.
I want to get right into the meat and potatoes of the story. Now, it was reported wildly throughout the country that you cut 19 players from the Grambling volleyball roster, and it created a large debate in the
Mhm.
country, and it became a hot button issue. Did you, in fact, cut and release the entire volleyball team at Grambling State University?
No, sir. Um, that did not happen. Um, I will say that, and I will tell you the honest truth. I didn't even start off with 19 individuals or 19 student athletes on the roster. So that did not happen.
So where is this coming from? Where are these allegations coming from, and how is this being reported?
I would say that the narrative came from the young ladies, the student athletes that was there when I actually got there. Um, Parents, third parties, other people, um, you know, put up a story together, and it was, me getting the job. I would say that we had some happy people that was celebrating and congratulating me, but we also had some other ones that were just had a plan to make sure that one, I didn't get the job, or make sure that I get fired regardless of whatever happened. And this is before anybody was released from the team. There was a calculated plan to get me fired. And this was brought up to the administration. This was brought up to me by a player. This was brought up to just overall administration, knowing that there was a calculated plan to get me fired by that.
So then my question becomes is what was the reason for the vindictiveness? If there was a calculated plan, was it the way you were practicing? Was it the demands you were putting on the players academically? What was the reason for them wanting you out from your perspective of your position as the Grambling volleyball coach?
I would tell you this: when it first was announced that I got the job, um, there were previous athletes that I had coached that actually came together with the past student athletes that was on the volleyball team. And they, I would say, got together and had a plan. Um, you will probably ask me, how do I know that? Amongst that, there were athletes or an athlete that was there and was able to validate all this information. Um, this was past issues that this athlete had with me, personal issues with me. Um, this was where they had meetings, Zoom calls. It was just personal issues that when I coached this individual. So this individual was reaching out to the past student athletes to make sure they have a plan to get me fired.
Now, is this individual, is this a player that played for you at Grambling, or is this a player from a previous school?
Oh, this is a player from a previous school. Yes.
So, so you saying that she infiltrated the team at Grambling in order to have a plot to get you removed as the coach? That's what you're saying.
Yes. Yes.
So let's get this question answered though. How many players were cut, and what was the reason for them being cut? And was it the entire team or not?
So I would tell you there, I met with 14 girls on the day that we had our meetings, our end of the year meetings. I met with 14. Okay, so on April the 4th, I met with them totally. There were girls that I said that, gave them reasons of why that you will no longer be part of Grambling State University program. And there were young ladies, there were student athletes that I asked, I want you to be a part of this program. This is your decision. I want you to come in and help me build a winning program here. We are working on making sure this culture in this program is shipped to the point where you are a athlete, not only a good athlete on the court, but off the court. Because the narrative of this team, even when I came in from the administration, that this was a bad character team. That's what I was getting. But at the same time, I wanted my administration to give me a fair chance to make sure I go in and be able to be the coach for them and evaluate and assess these young ladies on and off the court. And once I did that, I met with them on April the 4th, and I was able to have an assessment and say, okay, this is who I'm going to keep. This is why I'm doing this. And this is who I am going to release. And that's what happened on April the 4th.
So you did give some of the girls an opportunity to stay and be part of the team.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. And at this point, we still have a couple girls that's still on the team.
So did any of the girls that you gave an opportunity to stay on the team, did they choose to leave on their own by their own choice?
Yes, sir. Yes. I can recall a conversation from a young lady that student athlete that when I talked to her in the meeting about staying, she was saying, okay, I want to stay. I understand, coach, is all about making changes for the betterment of the team. And also she also stated that, she can get along with new people as long as, we're able to get along, and I'm excited. And I'll say, okay, great. I'm excited, to have you. I want to give you a fair opportunity to come back on this team and help me, how to build a winning program. And she accepted it. And then I would say within the next hour, she called my assistant coach and said that she do not want to be on the team anymore.
Did she give you a reason why she no longer wanted to be on the team?
No, she just said that she gave us as saying that she, talked to her mom. She said she did talk to her mom, and she says she feel at this point that she do not want to be on the team. So but I would say this, I just need to tell you this, but then turn around and spoke to the administration about returning back on the team. So the same student athlete wanted to return back on the team.
So when the reports started to come out that the entire team had been removed by you, and you knowing that that wasn't quite 100% true, what was going on in your mind is throughout the media? Because at the time, I believe that they would not let you give a statement. So what was going on in your mind as you were being criticized throughout the country for kicking the entire volleyball team out? What was your mindset at that point?
Honestly, I was just hoping that Grambling State University athletic department, media relations, when you're talking about the whole university, looking at it, not only that I am, being, talked about or just trying to destroy my career, but it's making the university, and the athletic department look in a point where that we don't care about student athletes. And that's far from the truth, because I care totally. I love my student athletes. That's who I am. I recruit good character, student athletes, and my job is to take care of them because their parents are not there. So with that being said, I'm looking for the university to make sure they make a statement and say that this did not happen. I was looking for my AD. I was looking for my student information director. I was looking for anyone that were able to speak, because I wasn't able to speak. Anyone besides me to say this did not happen. She spoke to me. We had a conversation. Directions were guided by me. We talked. I know every step of the way what was going on. Those are the things were not said.
So the
So
administration fully knew what was happening with each girl, with each situation. They knew exactly what was going on.
yes, sir. Each individual, I believe this. I never ever believe in doing anything when it comes down an athletic department. I would say Division I NCAA athletic department. If you don't know, you need to ask. If you anything when it comes down to making moves in your program that can affect a university or the athletic department, there must be a discussion amongst everyone. So I've met with him, not only met with the athletic director, this was discussions amongst compliance. Everyone knew that what was going to go on, who we were possibly going to go ahead and keep, who we wasn't, evaluation was made, going back into when you're talking about, I was literally directed at one point as saying, okay, well, get rid of them all.
Who gave you that direction? Who specifically gave you the direction to get rid of them all?
The athletic director. But I turned around in that same meeting and told him, no, that's not what we're going to do. And I was not only in that meeting, I had 2 other coaches sitting with me in that meeting.
So in this day and age, with scholarships being 1 year renewable, don't you as a coach a little bit, or do you feel that the coach does also have the right to determine who is and who isn't going to be on the team as well, though?
Yes, sir. I do. I look at it, I'm gonna tell you, I look at it both ways when it comes down to, year to year scholarships, playing in this conference and understanding where this conference is going and how we are competing at a high level, of volleyball. You have to look at what these young ladies are bringing to the program on and off the court, just not as an athlete. So I have to make a decision for the betterment of not only Coach Lucas, it has to be for every individual that's in this program. And that's what I did. So yes, I do feel, and I know for a fact, a scholarship is earned, it's not given because that I know this person, or this person, or I know this alumni, this and that. It's not done like that, because my job is based off of wins and losses. My job is based off how can I carry this program from being a bottom seed program to a top seed program. That's what I was demanded to do when I got this job. I had to win. That's what I was being told. If not every day, every other day. I had to win. I had to move this program. How do I move this program? Okay, do what you have to do to get to this program to be a top program, top seed program in the SWAC.
So, Coach, have you been unfairly treated by administration? Do you feel like you will have been unjustly terminated? And when they met with you about termination, did they give you the specific reasons?
I would say totally yes. Honestly, if I know I've done something, if I know I've done anything wrong, if someone would explain something to me, if I had a violation, if I did whatever, I have not been told you did this or this happened or anything. I have asked numerous of times about an internal investigation. What is going on? Where is it? Can I have an explanation? When am I going to speak? When I'm going to be interviewed? When I got called into HR, what What did I do wrong for me to be terminated? What did I do wrong? And this, to say I went to this school, to say I went to Grambling State University, for them to treat me as if I'm nothing, and I'm asking over and over, where is this investigation? Give me, what is going on? Give me reasons. And he cannot deny that. I have asked it over and over and over again. And then you terminate me all of a sudden, that you find something. I've asked, I promise I did. Even in the HR meeting, I asked, if you're gonna let me go, you have to have a reason, because you're saying something in this letter that I've done. So what did I do? So bad that you have to terminate me a month before a season. The betterment, the best decision for the girls. What did I do that I can harm these young ladies? And it's Grambling State University.
So, Coach, what's next for you? What's the future hold of you? What are next steps for your career? Do you have anything in mind? What's next for you moving forward in this process?
I would tell you at this point, if you know me, I'm going to keep persevering. I believe in doing right and doing it the right way, in any way possible. I promise you, any way possible. I love coaching volleyball. I love being an advocate for women's sports. I'm telling you, and I know that, everyone tell me something better going to come out of this situation, but at the same time, what is I just believe in doing it right. I do. So I don't have right now, I'm very hurt, so I'm trying to figure out, the next step. But I know I believe in God, and I know that he's directing me every step of the way. Even the thoughts right now, I didn't think I would be able to do this. Like, I'm serious. I did not. But at the same time, I know that he's speaking through me, and this is sincerely the truth. So I'm looking forward to, if not moving on, to something that I could continue to be an advocate for women's sports, volleyball, wherever, however that look. That's what I want to do. I want to continue to be that woman that can stand up to individuals that say what is right, and what is wrong, but always be professional.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for you taking the time to come on with us and give your half of the story. Um, and we definitely be interested to see how everything plays out, in the coming days. Thank you for joining us, Coach Lucas.
Thank you.